In China, dissent is on the rise, evident from a surge in strikes and protests. According to the China Labor Bulletin, there were 875 such events from January to August, up from the previous year's 830. Notably, Guangdong Province alone recorded 287 events with a participation of 29,000 individuals. A significant 78% of these were marches, while 10% involved displaying banners. These activities point to mounting economic pressures, prompting widespread demonstrations. The situation underscores growing instability within China's workforce and economy. Local outrage in Ningling County school. Tragedy sparks protests. In Ningling County's secondary school in Henan Province's Shangqiu City, a 14-year-old boy's death sparked suspicion, allegedly due to mistreatment by teachers. While the school claimed it was a suicide, the boy's family and the public questioned this account. As people voiced their doubts, the authorities responded with a strong police presence, leading many to believe they were hiding the truth. By December 24th, the boy's parents demanded answers and transparency from the school, but they faced resistance. This refusal ignited public sympathy, prompting locals to gather, lay wreaths at the school, and demand justice. However, instead of addressing concerns, the authorities increased police presence, restricted residents, and limited media coverage. Warnings circulated, cautioning people against certain areas and threatening those who shared unfavorable information on social media. Claims of heavy fog justified road closures, making Ningling County seem isolated by December 29th. Despite these challenges, locals confronted police, challenging the oppressive environment. This situation contradicts China's image as a secure place. The absence of Foreign Minister Qin Gang further raised suspicions, highlighting broader worries about transparency, governance, and human rights in China's intricate social and political framework. Student protests amid China's New Year crackdown. As the New Year looms in China, the Communist Party, CCP, clamps down harder on public gatherings, showcasing deep-seated fears of dissent. What began with bans on Christmas Eve now engulfs New Year's Eve, revealing an unmistakable paranoia. Instead of letting people celebrate in their own way, the CCP shoves them towards controlled 2024 broadcasts, desperately trying to stifle potential mass protests. In a resounding show of defiance, a fresh generation of students rises against oppressive educational norms. They're not merely complaining, they're taking to the streets. On December 28th, dormitory students erupted in fierce protests, challenging oppressive schedules and draconian rules. Despite the school's initial hollow promises, they soon unleashed disciplinary fury. Over at the Tianjin Academy of Fine Arts, students vehemently opposed pointless mandates. Even as the institution tried to silence them by tearing down their banners, these young warriors stood undeterred, signaling an electrifying shift against China's entrenched educational autocracy. Shuangcheng residents defend canal, despite tensions. In Shuangcheng District, Heilongjiang Province, a fierce confrontation erupted on August 5th. The Water Conservancy Department tried to shut down a canal in Tianjin town, sparking immediate and strong opposition from the community. Videos show a relentless clash that lasted the entire day, involving both special police forces and local residents. As tensions escalated, citizens took extreme actions, including threats to plunge into the water to halt the canal's closure. The dramatic scenes captivated many, with reports suggesting police used pepper spray to control the furious demonstrators. Langfang traders unite against rent injustices. In Langfang City, Hebei Province, a tidal wave of anger surged on November 13th as more than 1,000 merchants from the International Auto Parts Center took to the streets in a desperate bid for justice. Faced with unjustified rent increases and blatant contract breaches, these merchants felt cornered and exploited. One particularly haunting video captured their raw emotion as they fervently cried out, "Return our homes." This wasn't just a simple protest, it was a heart-wrenching testament to their growing desperation and the suffocating economic pressures they grappled with. Beijing locals rally against suspected flood mismanagement. Furious flooding in Beijing since late July has wreaked havoc, hitting areas like Mentoju and Fengshan particularly hard. Whispers circulated that authorities intentionally directed floodwaters to protect the vital Hong'an district, part of China's ambitious Millennium Plan. Outraged locals, especially from Gaobadian in Baoding City, took a stand against this illegal maneuver. They clashed fiercely with government officials trying to tamper with the protective levees, showcasing their deep-seated anger and resistance. Zhongmao Town protests highlight economic grievances. On December 9th in Zhongmao Town, Hubei Province, property owners erupted in protest, decrying unpaid rents and condemning alleged police brutality. Taking their message through a bustling mall, they brandished banners and clanged utensils, reflecting their mounting frustration against delinquent tenants and perceived police aggression. As tensions reached a boiling point, police attempted to seize their protest banners, igniting further clashes. Videos captured banners proclaiming, "Unpaid rents tarnish Zhongmao Town," and "Businesses skirt rents, a national shame." Since 2019, a resilient group of 3,000 property owners has fought against these adversities, challenging the complexities of China's economic landscape and governance. The situation underscores a pressing call to address entrenched issues and challenge authoritarian constraints. Zhuji City merchants rise against unbearable rent hikes. Amid China's economic challenges, Zhuji City emerges as a crucial player in the global freshwater pearl trade, boasting a massive market share both domestically and internationally. Established in 2006 across 1.2 million square meters, this city caters to over 60 nations, controlling 80% of China's freshwater pearl market and 75% globally. However, recent events highlight growing discontent among merchants. On December 8th, over 1,000 merchants from International Pearl City and Huadong International Jewelry City in Jiangxi Province protested by shutting down operations. Their primary grievance centers around a staggering six-fold rise in rental costs, underscoring the mounting economic pressures they face. CPCs Global Ambitions spark international concern. In the face of mounting discontent, the Chinese Communist Party, CPC, ramps up its oppressive tactics to expand its global reach. Under Xi Jinping's vision of the Chinese dream, the CPC's forceful moves, particularly in regions like Xinjiang and Tibet, spark worldwide criticism. Ignoring international cautions, the CPC's iron grip stifles the free exchange of information. The world must stand vigilant, unite in purpose, and develop plans to confront the CPC's rising power and safeguard global peace.